guys.
Hey guys. We're going to do an updated budget since it's been a while since we did one. This is our budget. This is what we spend. We don't we don't buy school supplies or diapers or any of that. So some of this stuff is going to apply to you, some won't. But this is the basic necessities like utilities and stuff. We're going to give you an idea on rent, gas prices. You know, we're not including gas in this budget because, you know, you might come here and we don't know you're going to have a motorcycle or a car or neither. Yeah. So we'll tell you what our costs are, but the basic budget is just going to be for necessities. Like I spend on medication. You might not buy medication, so you'll have to add that in if you do. But anyway, we're trying to give you a general idea of what it costs now. We want to start out with the gas prices. I know people were interested in the gas prices.
Well, the gas prices right now, depending on your location. Sometimes if you're in Luzon, maybe more expensive. Or actually, if you live in a much more remote area, it's more expensive. And a couple of days ago, I just put gas in at it was 87 pesos per liter. Mm-hmm. And that's about like $6 or let's just say $7 per gallon.
That's and a little over about $6.50 per gallon.
But that's not
but it varies, depending on what gas station.
Yeah. So anyway, we are gonna start with our electricity. So when we first made a video about like 2 years ago, our electricity then was just like 5,000 peso, but now it gone up
per month.
Yeah, per month. But now it gone up because the electricity
rates raised.
Also we added like a small AC in the guest room.
Yeah, but
it's
not
a small
much.
AC, but it's not always used all the time. Very rare. And we also have an oven, so that contributes to
a little bit.
To our electricity too. So now our electricity bill, instead of like $100 per month, now it's between $150 and $200. And last time we paid it was nearly
lot closer to $200.
Yeah, $200. And our water is every month is only $7 to $10. So let's just say 500 pesos every month,
which is $10.
Yeah, which is $10. So
we're on city water here, even though we have a well. We don't. We're not hooked up to it right now.
Yeah, because our tank is broken.
Yeah.
And so our cell phones, for two cell phones, we spend like $30 a month. Yeah, or 1,500 pesos. And then the TV, if you want to get the premium, it's 1,000 pesos a month.
For one TV. So we have a couple TVs, but we didn't include those. But the one TV that has the premium channels, it's about $1,000. 1,000 pesos a month.
Yeah,
for HBO and all the premium channels.
Yeah, but you can get a 300 peso load because we are using the Signal. The cheapest load you can buy from Signal is 300 pesos, which that's what we put on their bedroom.
Basic programming.
Right. And our internet is $20 a month, which is 1,000 pesos. And our gas propane, because we don't have like an oven connected to the electricity, so we have to buy propane for like once every 2 months, and so let's just say 600 pesos a month because let me see.
About 600 pesos a month.
Because the propane now is like 1,000 something. And here's the grocery for the most expensive part. So at the grocery, when we go to the G Mall in Tagum, then is spend a minimum of $200. That's per month.
$200 per month. Yeah, and G-Mall in Tagum has American products, so that's where we go to buy the American food products that I want to get, and that's about $200 a month. And then there's another grocery bill.
In here in town, like when we, we run out of sugar, we run out of this, basic things in the house.
Plus going to the market.
Yeah, and plus the market, That's our budget for that also is $200. So that's a total of 20,000 pesos a month for grocery.
Yeah, I'm sure a person could get by on less than that.
Yeah.
You know, if they're.
But everybody knows that things now, especially groceries, are getting very expensive.
They are more expensive.
So
yeah, Gmall, we used to pay, maybe $75 or $80 a trip. So we go twice a month.
Now it's like 7,000.
Yeah, now it's $100 or more every time we go.
Right. Yeah, so things are getting very expensive nowadays, and so for all that total, just the basic, necessity. I mean, we did not include the rent because we don't have. We can add this later. Just for the basic. Later. Yeah, for the total of that is 34,600. The electricity, water, phones, TV, internet,
$700.
Gas, propane, and grocery. So $700 for that.
And like I said, a person can get by. That's our budget. So I mean, if you want to not get the premium channels, you can save a bunch. If you don't buy all the American products at Gmall, you can save a bunch. If you eat the local cuisine, stuff like that. You can whittle this down. Yeah. So this is not our budget here. This is not the minimum you have to spend. This is what we spend.
Right.
And you can, like I said, whittle some of those costs down.
Yeah. So $700. You can lessen it to actually maybe 500 or maybe less.
Oh yeah, probably
because it is your choice of how you budget your money, and because we can't just really sit here. Sometimes we go out, we eat out. We go for recreation, and our budget for that is like, for those are eating out and recreation is like maybe $200 a month. But you don't have to necessarily, like some people, don't like eating out because they prefer to cook. So
yeah, that's eating out once a week.
Right, once a week.
And going somewhere recreation once a week. So there's money to be saved there. If when we first got here, we didn't have this big of a budget.
No.
We've invested all the money that we didn't have to spend on the house.
Right.
So we didn't do really anything for 2 years.
We were just, trying our best at that time to work on the house, and eventually we were just saying this is enough. Like we need to do something else besides every month. Oh, we need to work on that. Oh, we need to work on this. So we did a lot of things for the first 2 years, and then we never gone anywhere.
Even into the third year, we were still doing little things,
Right. But if you have the budget of everything, like you have the budget for the house, you don't have to make a car payment, then you can live a very good life. If you have a $1,000 a month income a month.
Yeah, it's hard to provide a budget that works for everybody because everybody's needs, wants, and desires are different.
Right.
And so this is an example of our budget right now, and you could probably cut it in half.
Right. Yeah.
If you didn't.
And the thing about it, if you come here and planning to rent a house, the rent is between $100 to $400. Of course, the $400, that is a very nice place, but you can rent a $200 place. It's very nice. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. So rent, depending on where you live. I mean, you could get a place, in Mindanao, probably an apartment for $100.
Or $200.
Or $200, which is a very nice apartment. Or go to Dumaguete and rent a house on the beach for $400 a month.
Right.
So depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, and the gas, like our gas a month, because the gas right now is very expensive. So our budget for that is like $200. Because when we go places, it's gonna suck gas.
Probably spend more than that every month for gas.
You think so?
Yeah, we drive the car every day, man.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like every day we go far away. Sometimes just in town.
Right.
And medication, Dennis medication spends a minimum of at least $150. So I'm sure not everybody that comes here have a medication maintenance.
We didn't include medication in our budget either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to apply to everybody.
Right.
What we included in there is things that are going to apply to everybody, with the exception of rent, and how much you spend on gas.
Like you said, honey, you can lessen it out if you don't have to spend $400 on groceries.
Yeah, we sure lived on a lot less when we first got here. But, after we got the house kind of put together, we had extra money to do some other things.
It really depends on, your lifestyle.
If you're coming here with a bare bones budget, $1,000, you can get by. You can get by on $1,000.
Right.
Yeah, but you're not going to have many, a lot of extras, but you can survive. You can get by on it. Rent here is still reasonable. And the thing about the Philippines is, other countries, and I don't know about living in other countries, but U.S., if you invest and build a house, typically, depending on the housing cycle, you can sell it and make more money. Here, housing is not like that. You build a house and you're lucky to get your money back out of it, if you decide to sell it. So housing is pretty stable. Housing prices are pretty stable here.
Like for example, the grocery. Maybe when we go on a diet, you can cut it in instead of 20,000, maybe 10,000. And then sometimes you can just get from your yard. Like the more I eat something from the yard, honey, maybe the more we can budget or.
Go ahead if you want to.
I know you don't want that, but maybe for me, because I eat that kind of stuff, and maybe also I can eat some vegetables from the yard during the daytime, and at night maybe I can catch some frogs.
No.
I'm just joking. But anyway,
I don't know if we forgot anything.
What else did we?
Of course, gas is going to be. Gas is a big part of our budget right now, but we didn't include it in there because. Not everybody's going to have a car and a car payment and all that. Yeah, but if everybody comes here using a transportation or passenger bus or everything, they're still going to have to spend money. It's like you can. What we did after the multi-cab we had, we sold it. It got wrecked and we sold it. We rented a car whenever we wanted to take a trip. Yeah, especially when we go to Tagum. Yeah, that's always an option. How much a day did it cost to rent a car? 2,200 pesos per day. Yeah. And you have to put gas too. Yeah, you got to pay for your gas. Yeah. So it was kind of like now when we think about it, it's the same as like what we're doing now. Between the car payment and the gas, it's like the same. Yeah, but we only rented a car when we had the money to do it. But. And then driving here is the other thing, and I stopped driving here because anything happens, it's automatically your fault, the foreigner's fault. Even if it's not your fault, it's your fault. Everybody's got to make their own decision about that. But and I would not, me personally, and I rode motorcycles my whole life. I've rode motorcycles for 60 years, and I wouldn't ride a motorcycle here. No, too dangerous. It's even dangerous if you are in the car. How much more in the motorcycle? Yeah. But you know what? There are actually a lot of foreigners that are driving motorcycles. There is, and mostly those are the guys that live in the cities like Dumaguete, Valencia, Cebu. They drive their motorcycle around town. That might be okay. But living in a province, you have to drive it on the highways. Right. And I would advise anybody stay off the highways on those motorcycles, but so everybody's got to adjust their own budget. I know we couldn't fit this specifically for everybody, but hopefully it'll give you an idea. Or sharing with you our expenses, so it will give you an idea on we don't have to pay that much on electricity. We don't have to pay that much on that internet. Right off the bat, you could cut your electricity bill in half. Right. You could the water bill is what it is. Right. The phone, you can cut that bill in half. TV, you could cut that down 2/3. Internet, depending on what kind of internet you get. But so a lot of this, our total for all of this was how much? Yeah, for all of this basic, I already said that earlier, 700. Yeah, so you can probably cut it down to 350. Or 400. 400 easy. Yeah, so because of course we, just like we said, you sometimes have to eat out or, recreation, like going to some resort once in a while. And, very good that we can at least do that now once in a while. Before we
couldn't even do anything.
Yeah, every penny got invested in getting the house completed.
Yeah, and it's still not complete.
Yeah, I mean, still, there's always things we want to
So
do more.
I'm really hoping that we said everything we should. You think we did? We mentioned everything
Yeah,
about
I'm
the
trying to think
expenses.
of everything that was covered. I mean, like I said, you might have expenses that that we didn't cover in as your medication, your
and
school
sometimes
supplies, something like that.
yeah, and sometimes you cannot stop the maintenance on your house. Like, oh, maybe we have a broken faucet. Oh, maybe there's something broken.
Yeah, there's always
so
maintenance.
there's unexpected things like that. And
So this is just a general budget on what you can survive
right.
Here with. I mean,
1,000 you can survive in the Philippines. That's for sure. And 1,500, that's a good budget.
yeah, you'd be living pretty okay.
Because if you're a foreigner, you have to kind of live a little, like, especially air condition is very important. The Filipinos here, like my parents, do you know how much their electricity is? 600 pesos.
Yeah.
Because they don't turn on the refrigerator all the time. They don't have an AC. They don't turn on their fan all day like we do. So, it's very
yeah, depending on how you live, man. If you live real frugal.
yeah, but we can't live. You can't live like that, like no AC.
No, I can't.
Or maybe I'll just fun you like that. Anyway, I guess we already mentioned and give you guys the idea of the cost in the Philippines. This is the cost of 2022.
Yep. Excluding a gas bill, because the price of gas now,
And the rent.
Everybody's getting gouged. But
We're not paying rent on our house, but we're making a car payment.
car payment, yeah.
Yeah,
Car payment.
but if we would have paying a rent in a house rent or
We wouldn't have
like
that
that,
car.
we would not have a car. We can't do both. If there's something we missed and that you wanna know, maybe you just type a comment and
let us know.
let us
Try to
know.
get the answer for you.
Yeah. Anyway, guys,
Hey, I hope we answered your questions. I hope that helped you out.
I hope that it will give you an idea if any of you wants to move to the Philippines and maybe your budget and like that. It doesn't have to be as expensive as this or maybe cheap as this, depending on your lifestyle and your budget. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope that this video helps.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.